among youth globally and even those in Africa has become a behavioral pattern that has degenerated into topical issues, which will be discussed right here on your triple biggest, brightest breakfast show. And with me in studio this morning, a representative of the Single Forum Youth Initiative. Hello, madam, and hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Welcome in the studio this morning.
Thank you very much.
Could you please have an insight to what your organization is about?
Okay, let me begin. Since I'm the one representing the Singles Forum.
Your name, please?
My name is Ofonime Ekarika. I'm the admin to the Singles Forum body. Okay, the Singles Forum is a platform, it's a youth organization that was established about 4 years ago. And the reason why we did that was because of the challenges that the singles are facing, the youth are to be facing in this part of the world and globally. One of the things we discovered was that a lot of youth have challenges with relationships, have challenges with career choice, have challenges with finances. And so we thought it wise to establish a platform where they could come together, okay, and get insight, get ideas, wisdom from experts that would guide them in their decision makings. Because at this stage of their life, what they need most is information, not just information, the right information.
Absolutely.
Since they are in a transition stage of their life, some of them are moving from dependency to independence. Some are moving from independence to interdependence.
Yeah.
So some of them find themselves in a position where they have to make very critical decisions, and so they need the right information. So what we do is we meet once in a month, and we invite experts who will come in and share ideas on various aspects of their lives, so that they will now get wisdom on what to do.
Okay, Mrs. Boki, that's the name, I guess.
Yeah, that's my name.
How did you start the Singles Forum Youth Initiative? When did this all start?
Well, talking about the youth, we all grew somewhere along the line into what or who we are today. And the youth basically I see them as a project, because whatever they do now extends into their maturity age. We're talking about foundation. So I see that youthful level as a foundation in life that you build upon. So it has been an in thing for me right from time. So I would say, but I started looking at it way back as much as, 20 years back.
Wow, that's pretty long.
Yes. Even as a youth myself, I found myself in a situation where I tell people things about life, because you have to read.
Yes.
So you read more to be well informed, and you see it practically in the ways that people live. And it has been there. But I would say for the past 15 years, I've so much into it, hearing them, seeing them living a life. And it's not just about talking, you see them practically doing those things you want them to do or the things you don't want them to do. So it has been an in thing.
Now, you started this 20 years ago, and it's really been a long time. But could you please tell us how it has been so far? Like, is this the first time you're organizing this forum? In 20 years, how many times? Is this the first?
Well, I would say as an expert in this relationship matters, I've been to so many forums and so many youth gathering, even the marrieds and all that. So it's something I've done. And for this particular organization, it's not my first time of meeting them.
What prompted this theme of this year, this edition? What prompted the question and answer for singles, relationship issues?
Okay, first of all, I'll let you say life itself is a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at each stage of your life questions you. Life wants to know what next. Okay, like I said earlier, some people have moved from dependence to independence, and they're about moving from independence to interdependence, which is beyond them. It's now us, not just me. Okay, independence has to do with me, just you, but interdependence has to do with more than you. It now involves another person, which is where marriage comes in, relationship comes in, and so one of the most important, or should I call it the major decisions in life after purpose, is relationship issues. Because the essence of the purpose is to guide you to make wise decisions, and the next most important decision you should make is a relationship, a relationship issue. So you have to know how to. A lot of people want to go into relationship, but they don't know how. Some want to marry, don't know how. They don't know where to start from. So we've heard this from a lot of persons outside our body, outside our organizations, and most of them have gone into premarital sex just in search of who to marry and a lot of things like that. So we felt, okay, let's create a platform and bring in an expert who will now come up and they will now throw your questions. And we decided to make it a question and answer session such that you could air out your mind. Because when you just talk to people, it's like you're just pouring everything on them and you just walk away. But now they have issues, practical issues that they want to ask you about.
And such issues about
relationship issues, yeah.
But you know the youth varies from different age group. So what are your targeted age, your target age group for this forum? Because relationships is a very crucial, very critical decision. So it must depend on the certain age. So what are the age you're looking at in this forum?
Okay, from 18 upward.
From 18 upward.
Yeah, and the reason I said 18 is because although we say it that adulthood in this part of the world begins at 18, but really that's not supposed to be. At 18 you should have been ready for life. How did I know that? If you do anything, if you commit any offense in the country, you'll be arrested. Why? Because they feel you are grown up, you're mature enough to be arrested. So in dealing with life at 18, you should have been ready for life generally.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So if you are ready for life generally, relationship is part of it, because relationship is just an aspect of life.
It's an aspect of
You understand? So we feel that there should be a platform where people come and ask questions on relationships.
But as you know, obviously, that Africa is large, it's a large continent with diverse culture, and this singles the youths that are your target participants for this forum. They are from different background, different religious background. So how do you manage the challenges of bringing these youth, regardless of their religious background? Bababuki?
Let me come in here. You see, I would say in the years I've actually handled youth matters, I discovered that in Africa, we are sort of self-bonded in bondage because we read things and practicalize things that doesn't concern us at all.
Really?
Yes. You know, we look at the Western world and feel that, wow, life begins from them. They have to be the standard and everything. But if we look deep into Africa, we discover that we have the real norms and values that makes people to do what they should do, irrespective of their tribe, their culture, or their backgrounds. Because if we look at Africa, we have oneness in the way we do things. Now, you say this is this culture or this religion or this or that, but we're talking about life. We're talking about reality. We're talking about practicalization of things inside of you, not what you read, because you can read to be a nun and you end up becoming a polygamous person.
Very correct.
And so it's an in thing. We look at you, we'll deal with you from a personal perspective, from your belief, from that inbuilt thing that is inside of you. So at the end of the day, we discover that what we are teaching you falls in line with your culture, with your religion. So no matter where you come from, no matter your background, doesn't matter what culture, what religion, or anything you have, just come in your natural state, in your real estate, we can be able to deal with it. Instead of you coming to fake what you're not, you want to do, hey, what's up, what's guy, what this, and you're not. Be yourself. Then we can be able to come to your level and show you, look, this is the way it is. This is how it should follow. It's like maybe you come from a wealthy background, and in your natural state of mind, you feel that, well, I should eat with my hands, with my fingers. And from your background, they say you should eat with cutleries. And at the end of the day, you use cutlery, you use your hand. So when we see the way you're going, we look at your passion. If your passion is for your hand, we make you to understand that, hey, you can do it with your hand and still do it correctly. If your passion is for cutlery, hey, you can do it in this way. Stylishly guiding you to do it with all naturalness, not pretense, reality. So that's what all we're talking about.
Are you on the social network?
Yes, we are. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, and we are also on YouTube.
Can you help them?
On Facebook, you can reach us on www.facebook.com/thesingleforum. Twitter handle is at TSF_Africa. Then also on YouTube.
You have a network, like a website?
No, not yet. We're still working on that. On YouTube, you can reach us on www.youtube.com/thesingleforum.
Absolutely. Interesting and inspiring it's been here in the studio on your biggest, brightest breakfast show. We've heard about the Singles Forum, how you can make decisive choice when it comes to choosing the right partner and also getting yourself skilled to be trained, to be schooled also, and to be a better person in our society, contributing to the growth of Africa in general. Of course, that is what we do here on your biggest, brightest breakfast show, Good Morning Africa. I'm handing you back to the guys in the studio. It is still GMA. Stay with us. I'm Doris.